Aditya, thank you very much for sharing these details. Now, in the latest, what we're tracking is that 2 runways would remain closed while officials are going to investigate the crash, is what we are learning. The airport's fire chief, Todd Atkin, has issued a statement saying that his team of emergency responders immediately rushed to the crash site and started fire extinguishing and evacuating the people on board. He also added that the runway was dry and there were no crosswind conditions, adding it was still early into the investigation. Let's listen into what he has said.
Deborah Flint, President Pearson, CEO of Toronto Pearson. I've just come over from our Emergency Operations Center, and I'm here to give you a statement on what events transpired here today at Toronto Pearson. First and foremost, there was no loss of life. And this is in due part to our heroic and trained professionals, our first responders at the airport. So the facts of the matter around this event that happened at approximately 2:30 p.m. is Delta Airlines Flight 4819 from Minneapolis to Toronto, operated by subsidiary Endeavour Air, was involved in a single aircraft accident upon landing at Toronto Pearson. The plane was carrying 4 crew and 76 passengers, among them 22 Canadians. The other passengers were multinational. Airport emergency workers mounted a textbook response, reaching the site within minutes and quickly evacuating the passengers.
My colleague Aditya Wadhawan is there with me live on the broadcast. Aditya, as evacuation processes are being talked about, in fact, the officials have confirmed the evacuation started early, but the investigation will take time to be completed to be understood that what actually caused the crash. As far as the sources are concerned in the aviation, what are you picking up on the front of what preliminary investigation about the crash is giving out?
Well, as per the sources, the preliminary investigation, would be conducted by the Federal Aviation Agency and the Delta Airlines as to what went wrong. The ATC officials there's a high possibility that the ATC officials can be called in for the meeting because, it is the task of the air traffic control to monitor the flights. They constantly track the trajectory of the incoming and outgoing flights from any airport. So they will be asked to, and the ATC officials will be asked to justify as to what went wrong, or whether they could not see that there was low visibility. The role of the pilot has also become questioned because he also didn't could also have reported it to the ATC that there was low visibility and he cannot see. All these things happen in a very moment of heat. So it needs to be seen by how will the ATC respond to all these things, because they are responsible for the monitoring the trajectory for the incoming and outgoing flights, and now it needs to be seen by when would this actual reason of the crash is established. Yes, Simran.